Today we're going to have a look at East West Sound's Hollywood Pop Brass. Let's go and have a look. Hi, my name is Euan Smith, fresh with new braces, so do excuse the way I'm speaking. Welcome to another video. This is Euan Smith Music. I help you make your music masterpiece. And today we're going to be having a look at East West Sound's Hollywood Pop Brass. We're going to do a very quick example, looking at the different sounds and the different key switches. And we're going to look at how that would sound in an example of music, which I've pre-made already. So let's go and have a look. So here we are in our Logic Studio page, and you can see I've got a very quick idea which I actually created last week on my live stream. So basically, if you want to go and check those out, I've left a link in the description below, and of course you're welcome to check me streaming in the UK time 8:15 every Friday, where I make music live using these sound libraries. So we're going to have a look at how some of these might sound. So I've loaded in some key switches already, and if I just load up Play Engine, you'll be able to see that there is a good amount of sound key switches on the left hand side, and also we've got different keys as well to be able to play that are in white. I'm going to play through some of these and show you what they sound like. So I've got a brilliant repetitive pattern there, which is quite cool. I'm quite impressed with that. And you'll be able to sort of hear how that sounds as I change the keys. So it sounds quite good. We can change to a different staccato. We can change to different legato. Or smoothing. Different lengths of those can be changed with different key switches, but of course that's not all there is. You can see there's lots of different elements. There's short and sustained, there's different effects that you can have. You can have legato passages or smooth passages, long passages. You get a modulation wheel combinations, you get a phrases which are timed to your specific project, so even though it says 105 beats per minute or 130 beats per minute, you could actually get those synced to your particular project, as mine is 116 beats per minute. So you can carry on and you can have a look at some licks which are quite good. You can of course use those, which are quite handy if you wanted to get some general effects in there. And of course your key switch, different triggers here as well, from effects, licks, phrases, all of these are in one place. So I've shown you the sustained short key switches already. We're going to have a look at the effects now. So here are the kind of effects that you could expect. So of course you could have a look at how you can then include those to tail off certain phrases in your music, which would make it sound hyper realistic, which would be good. Let's have a look at some of the licks. So I have lots of different. So you could actually come up with quite a lot of interesting patterns to be able to use. So you could have repeating patterns that you could trigger. You could also then change the different key switch, change the different things. So you could actually have, say, for example, all 5 of these key switch as different brass tracks. And then you could have different phrases, different melodies, and different phrase ends that you could then trigger via the key switches. Or indeed, you could manually put them in via MIDI, via the MIDI control map editor, then go to town on these. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the phrases next. So phrases are full, and of course you can go to town. Some of these are also controllable here. So you got different styles. We're going to have a look at some more phrases, key switch phrases again. So of course you could absolutely go to town with those. Of course we've shown you the sustained short ones already, but we'll go back into there because they give you the most control. If you wanted to, as a composer, create your own phrases, then obviously they give you the most. And we'll have a little go recording something. Okay, so if I just play a section of music just by highlighting. Okay, and I've got very unusual instruments in here, rock instruments as well as orchestral. Okay, so it gives you an idea there. So if I load up the play engine again, you'll be able to see the Hollywood pop brass is here, and I've got key switch selected. So I'm going to go back to my original repeated pattern, and we're going to add some recording in. So we're going to record. I'm just going to improvise. I'm not going to do anything too substantial, but I'm going to show you in the keyboard how that works, as well as on the screen with the key switch changes as well. You can go in and edit these via the editor, and if I just shrink down the height for you, and I'll show you. So you can see on the top layer, you can see the actual key presses that I've done, and on the bottom you can see the key switch choices that have been made. So if I just precise these, like so, so I could have thought, oh, I wanted a bit tighter staccato. If I just move this key switch at the bottom here, and it's a much tighter staccato then. And of course you could hear I tried to do a short example, but it ended up being the legato, so I can change that key switch. And say I wanted to have a nice tail end to that, and obviously we could then put in a different track with then the nice little tail at the end. So that's nice, that's perfect. So hopefully so you get the idea. So in terms of that and music making, you can actually get your simplified melodic line down and add some extra tracks, change some of the key switches, and then finish off your phrases. So of course it'll be completely up to you, and as I say, I'm going to leave a link to the video for East West Studios official demo because you can actually find it. That's quite useful and quite inspiring. So that's a very quick look at East West Studios Hollywood Pop Brass and an example of music that you could use it in. So hopefully that's given you some inspiration to check those sounds out. I use it as part of the Composer Cloud subscription. This video is not sponsored by East West Sounds or Composer Cloud in any way, shape or form. I just wanted to share it with you to show you how you could make a bit of a music masterpiece and get some extra effects in there as well. If you want to be part of my clan to help you make your music masterpiece, then head over to patreon.com/Euan Smith, where you can support me along with all these wonderful people that already have. You will be able to access a monthly live stream, founder status on a brand new Patreon only Facebook group, and you'll be able to get access to a Patreon only website portal. So thank you very much for joining me for the video today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. The video on the top is one that I think you will love, and the one on the bottom is one that YouTube thinks you will enjoy. If you would like to know more about how to make your music masterpiece, then don't forget to click like and subscribe. See you in the next video next week. Bye bye.